Back again with probably the final tip from the conference, and one of the major things which I've really started to apply myself, and that is the kind of two key levers of wealth. And this is something that Tony Robbins was going through. He's kind of a pretty famous psychology coach, and has worked with people like Serena Williams, Andre Agassi, Barack Obama, Mother Teresa, like you name it, he's done it. All the presidents around the world seek him out, as well as the kind of superstars, the sports people, just to kind of try and get the psychology right. And so what he was going through was, in terms of wealth and creating wealth and kind of fast tracking that wealth creation, there are really two keys, and that really comes down to leverage and OPM, which is other people's money. And so what it means is there are kind of two ways to fast track where you are now to where you need to be financially, and that's to really use those two levers, which is leverage and other people's money there. So what I mean by leverage, let's say for example your superannuation. Now with your superannuation, if it's invested in a balanced fund with any of the kind of managed fund platforms out there, there's no leverage at all. If you have 100 grand in superannuation and you get 10% return, well then you're going to earn $10,000 for the year, which would be a great result in this market, that's for sure. If you actually had that leverage, and let's say for example wanted to kind of jump into a investment property, and obviously you can buy investment properties with your superannuation fund if you set up a self-managed super fund, which we do for a lot of clients. And so they buy this investment property, let's say it's a 400 grand investment property, they put down a 20% deposit because the bank lends their super fund the other 80%, so 400 grand property, 20% of that is 80 grand. So they put down 80 grand of their superannuation fund as the actual deposit for the property, and now they have a 400 grand investment property owned by the self-managed super fund. Now if that investment property does 10% in growth, they've made $40,000 for the year. 400 grand at 10% is 40,000. So you got a $40,000 gain versus a $10,000 gain. It was really the same deposit, but what you've now done is leveraged your superannuation. The other key there is other people's money. And once again, if we go back to that self-managed super fund example, when you're buying an investment property with your self-managed super fund, the bank's lending you 80%. So what you're actually doing is you're using other people's money there. You're not putting down a whole $400,000 in cash, which you can do, but you've got that ability to be able to leverage and also use other people's money all under the same umbrella. And obviously the tax benefits, where there's no capital gains tax on the investment property owned by a self-managed super fund, if you sell at retirement, is a huge benefit there. So a lot of our clients are kind of taking advantage of that, saying, well, if I buy a 400 grand property today and I sell it in 20 years time for $1 million, I don't want to have to pay capital gains tax on that $600,000 gain, and that's capital gains tax is exempt if you sold that investment property at retirement when it was owned by a self-managed super fund. So yeah, other people's money, leverage, self-managed super funds are a really good way of being able to use your super fund to basically fast track your wealth creation in a really nice tax structure where tax is capped at 15%, but obviously no capital gains tax on the property if you sell at retirement. So hopefully that has helped, and no doubt speaking to you all again soon. If you've got any questions, please give us a call or an email, and look forward to answering them as we go. Thanks.